SolidWorks Simulation, Lecture 7, Part 6. Effect of constraint on natural frequency of a structure. Let's open an assembly file. C drive program file, SolidWorks Corporation. SolidWorks Simulation. Example, and use large icon and filter with assembly, and we can easily find the shaft assembly. Open it and save on desktop so you don't mess up the original file. Load the software. Load the toolbar, and the toolbar is already here, and open a frequency study. Now I've already finished with the first step, which is the building of the 3D model, and open the study. The second will be material, but I'll place material here because different part will have different material. So for the axis, I'll place alloy steel for it. Alloy steel. For the bearings, I'll apply copper alloy. Bearing bronze for the bearings. So for the third step, I'll accept the default mesh size and hide the mesh. For the boundary conditions, I'll apply fixtures on all the 4 holes. And I'll let the procedure calculate 6 frequencies and run the procedure. Now we have the frequencies here. The lowest frequency will be 1300 Hertz. So now I'll copy it here, and we'll compare it later. So now we come back, and this time we will loosen 2 fixtures. So now we have only 2 bolts are fixed, and 2 of them are removed. So it is to simulate the 2 loosened holes. So we'll calculate again, and we get the frequencies. You can see from the comparison of the result that when the 4 holes are clamped, the lowest natural frequency is 1300. And when the 2 holes are loosened, the frequency of the structure dropped to 267 Hertz. So this is a case that we need to understand, that when a structure is loosened, or some of the fixtures are loosened, the structure will become less rigid. When all the fixtures are fixed, the structure will be more rigid, or rigidity, stiffness of the structure will be higher. So when the stiffness is higher, the natural frequency will be higher. So that's why when we loosen some of the fixtures, the natural frequency will drop. And this is why in many cases For example, in old machines or old cars, you hear clattering sounds emanated from the machines. You get a lot of noises from machines, especially from old machines. And that is because some of the fixtures are loosened and the natural frequency drop down to a very low level, so we can hear the vibration sound. So theoretically, if you fix those bolts, the fixtures, again, the structure will be stiff again, or the stiffness, the rigidity of the structure will increase by fastening all the fixtures. For example, this is an old machine, and if I place rigidity higher, if I fix these holes again, and the frequency of the machine will go back higher. So if your machine get old, you get a lot of noises. Theoretically, you can fasten all the fixtures and remove the noise.